Right. So question number 17 starts by saying solve cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta equals 0, where theta is given in the range of 0 and 5. Okay. They are saying cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta equals 0. Right? And they are saying the theta is between 0 and 5. Now this is very important. It's not just the general solution sum, it has this range as well. So that's the difference here. So let's try to solve this now. Now here I can get cos 3 theta as minus cos 2 theta. Right? So how can you get minus? So now, in order to get the general solution, you can't have a plus here and a minus here. You should have in a similar form, right? So we need to eliminate this minus somehow, right? Now we have this all STC, right? So if you minus something from here for a cos, you will get a minus thing, right? Therefore, what I am going to do here is I am going to write this as cos 3 theta equals cos 5 minus 2 theta. So that's perfectly fine, right? So cos 5 minus 2 theta will become minus cos 2 theta, right? So what I am going to do next? So I will just remind you about the theory now. So in order to get the general solution, what is the theory? Cos theta equals cos alpha. So now here the alpha is the known angle. So you get theta as 2n phi plus or minus alpha. Right? So alpha is between 0 and 5. And so now n is a integer. So those are the normal stuff. So from this you can get the answer, right? So if I compare this with this, so now 3 theta is theta here. That means 3 theta equals 2n phi plus or minus 5 minus 2. Right? So now we can take this into two parts and then solve it. But then what's important is that we need to consider only the theta values in this range. So that's the basic idea of this sum. Alright. So one of the solutions is 3 theta 2n phi plus 5 minus 2 theta. That is one. The other thing is 3 theta equals 2n phi minus 5 minus 2 theta. So here you will get 3 theta equals 2n phi plus 5 minus 2 theta. That means 5 theta equals 5 2n plus 1. Here you will get 2n phi minus 5 plus 2 theta. So if you put 2 theta here, it will become theta, and if you take phi out, it will be 2n minus 1. Right. So now these are the two situations. So what we need to do is we need to put the values and see. Right. So now here it's useless putting n equals minus 2 anyway, because the theta range is between 0 and 5, right? So now therefore I'm not even going to consider the n equals minus part, correct? So now here you will get n equals 1, right? So let's consider, first of all let's consider n equals 0, right? consider n equals 0, then you will get phi theta equals phi into 1, because this n is going to be equal to so now let's take theta out here. Right? Right. So here we got two terms for theta, right? So here first of all, I'll consider n equals 0. So if I take n equals 0, theta will be 5 over 5. Theta over 5, 2 times 0 into 1, so 2 times 0 plus 1, that is going to be 1. Right? So theta over 5 is completely between here. So this is a theta that we can get. Then let's consider n equals 1. That is theta equals 5 over 5, 2 plus 1. That means 3 phi over 5. This is also completely within. Then we can get n equals 2. That is theta 5 over 5. This is going to be 2 times 2 is going to be 4. So that's going to be 2 times 2 plus 1. This is going to be 5 phi over 5, or basically 5. This is also completely within. Right? Then if you consider n equals 3, it will definitely be greater than 5. So now n equals 3 need not be considered. Right? So now we have to see this part. When n equals 0, theta will be 5 into minus 1. So minus 5. So minus 5 is not in this range. Right? So this is wrong. Right? Then for n equals 1, theta will be 5 to minus 1. So this is 5. So now this is fine. Now remember, we are not finding the n values here. We are finding the angle. If the angle is correct, that's what we want. Now we can put n equals 2. That is theta 5 2 into 2 minus 1. That means 3 phi. Now this is also not there. Right? So what are the angles we got? So now we got a repeating angle as 5. Right? So now here whatever we get, right? You put you put an integer for n. No? So now whatever answer you get a term in a multiple of 5. Right? So we don't even need to consider more, because it will be 5 or 2 phi or anything. So 5 is the only answer that we can get. No? Correct? So we can stop the evaluation from here and like take the answers as theta equals 5 over 5, 3 phi over 5, and 5 as the theta values. Right? So those are the only valid angles in this solution. Right? Okay. So what are they telling next? So next they are saying write down cos 2 theta and cos 3 theta in terms of cos theta. Okay, and show that cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta is show that cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta is 4t cube plus 2t squared minus 3t minus 1, where t is cos theta. So now this is what we need to show. right now. So this is what we need to show. So first of all, what are they saying? They are saying write down cos 2 theta and cos 3 theta in terms of cos theta, right? So what is cos 2 theta? Cos 2 theta you can write in what? 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is one of the things they are asking. Then they are asking cos 3 theta. That is what? That is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So now these are basically theory. These are all theories. These should be in your mind. If you can't remember this cos 3 theta, you all can straight away find it by this expansion. You can get the expansion here and get the answers there, right? But it's advised for you all to know this definitely. This also you all should have this in mind. If you can't remember, do the expansion and get the answer. Right. So now we just need to put these values here and get the answer now. Cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta equal to, so we can write this as 4t cube minus 3t. This can be written as 2t square minus 1. So we can write this as cos 2 theta is 2t square minus 1, cos 3 theta is 4t cube minus 3t. So you get the answer, right? So now you get the answer 4t cube plus 2t square minus 3t minus 1. Right, then they are saying, hence write down the three roots of the equation 3t cube plus 2t square minus 3t minus 1 equals 0. Okay. Right. So now here for this equation cos 2 theta plus cos 3 theta equals 0. You got three answers. No? You got theta equals 5 over 5, 3 5 over 5 and 5. No? Right? So when you substitute these to this, so now these are solutions, no? Right? So in this, okay, so this is equal to this, no? So when you put these values of theta to this equation, so where the variable is t, so the solutions of this equation should be when these theta values are existing. That means the solutions are the solutions should be cos 5 over 5, cos 3 5 over 5 and cos 5. Right? So you put theta, so you put these theta values here and you get the solution. So now these are the three solutions of this equation. Right? What are they asking next? Then they are saying, show that the roots of this equation 4t squared minus 3t minus 1 are these two. Well, these two. So how can you do that? So what you can do here is, you can get this solution, right? So now t equals cos phi is solution. So what is this? T cos phi. So now cos phi is what? So cos phi can be written as cos phi minus 0 something. So that is minus cos 0. That is minus cos 0 is 1. So t equals minus 1 is a solution for this. Right? So now you can use your synthetic division or any other division and get the rest of the part. So I'll be using the synthetic division. So now this will be 4, 2, minus 3, minus 1. So I'll use minus 1 here. So 4 is here, minus 4, minus 2. Minus 2 into 1 is going to be plus 2. Going to be minus 1. So plus 1 0. So this is the rest of the part. 4t squared minus 2t minus 1. So I can write, if I write this as ft, I can write this as t plus 1 now when it comes here, plus 1, 4t squared minus 2t minus 1. So now this is ft, right? Now this is ft. So t equals t plus 1 has a solution where t was first 5. So these two will have the rest of the two solutions. It's simple as that, right? Right. So let me rewrite this. Right. So what you all need to know here is that here the solution is t equals cos phi. Here the solutions will be t equals cos phi over phi and cos 3 phi over phi. Right? Okay. So what are they asking next? So next they are asking deduce that cos 3 pi over 5 is equal to 1 minus 5 square rooted over 4. So what we need to show that cos 5 over 5 is equal to 1 minus square root 5 over 4. This is what we need to show. Right? So now the way we can do this is that we can get the solution of this part, right? And then we know these are the solutions, so then we can basically substitute and get the answer, right? So now here so I'm going to take this thing as, let's say, GT or something. So here you can get T as what? So if I remind you all the theory, if you all have, let's say, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and then you all want to get the x value, you get minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So in the same way I am going to get this answer as well. So I will get so minus b is here, it's going to be plus 2 plus or minus b square is going to be minus 2 squared minus 4ac over 2 times a, that means 4. So here you will get 2 plus or minus 4 plus 4 into 4. Then you will get 2 times 4. Right now, so here this is the theory. So from here you can take 2 out. Right? So you can take 2 out from here. 2 plus 2, then this will become 1 plus 4. Then this will become 2 plus 2 into 4. Right? So here I can cut this 2 off and this will become 1. Right? So from here you can get the answer. So at the end you will get 1 plus or minus square root 5 of this as t. So next what you all need to do is you all need to find. So now there are two t values now. So we have to see what this cos phi over 5 is. Is it the plus term or the minus term? Correct. So here if I put a asterisk and get it to here. So what I need here is that so t, or basically cos phi is 1 plus or minus square root 5 over 4. What I need here is cos phi over 5. No? That means all s e c. So cos phi over 5 is definitely here. Right? Therefore, the value of this should definitely be positive. So and the other value is cos 3 phi over 5. That is here. So now here is 3 phi over 5. Here is phi over 5. Right? Okay. So now so therefore, what's the answer we want? We need 3 phi over 5. So we need the negative answer here, right? Because here it's negative, right? Therefore, so since cos 3 phi over 5 is less than 0, we can say cos 3 phi over 5 is 1 minus square root 5 over 4. Right, so here then you come up to here. Alright, so now here, so we are going to part B. So in part B, we need to use a sine rule and get the answer. And there are some more simplifications that we need to do and get the final answer. So now let's see. So now they are saying, let ABC be a triangle and let D be the point on BC such that BD to DC ratio is n to n, where m and n are greater than 0. Right. So now let's draw this thing down. There's a B, C triangle. Then there's D on BC. Where BD is n and where DC is n. Right? It is given that BAD angle is alpha and then BAC angle is beta. Okay. What are they saying next? Then they are saying using the sine rule for BAD, right? So for this, and the sine rule for DAC, and for this, show that. So what do we need to show? We need to show that MB over NC is equal to sine alpha minus sine B. So this is what we need to show. Okay. So now let's see how we can do this. So now they are saying us to use the sine rule. So let's do that. So for DAB, the DAB triangle. So now here, look at the answers. It says B and C. So now what is B? B is this. So they are even saying let B equals AC and AB equals C. So now even if they didn't say that, by using the conventional way of denoting this, so the corresponding angle will be B and so the corresponding for the B angle will be simple B. The corresponding for the A angle, A angle will, this is A, this is A, this is C, right? So now here we don't actually need A as well. So now here A can be written as M and N. So we actually do not need this as well. Right? So now let's see now. So we need to know the angles of these. But if you see the answer, you have M and N. So you get you have the angles of these. But for B and C, so for B and C we don't have any angles. So I'm going to have this angle. This is theta. So and this will be phi minus theta. Okay, so now let's put the sine rule for DAB. So this thing will be BD over sine BAB is equal to AB over sine BDA. So what is BD? BD is M. Sine BAD is what? BAD is alpha. Sine alpha equals AB. What is AB? AB is C. Sine BDA is sine theta. Okay? So you get this, and I am going to take sine theta out. Sine theta is going to be C sine alpha over A. I'm going to take this, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take DAC triangle. So here I will get here I'm going to get DC over sine DAC, is equal to AC over sine ABC. Right? So DC will be N, DAC will be sine beta, and AC will be B, sine DAC will be sine phi minus theta. So as you all know, sine phi minus theta is going to be sine theta, right? So this is equal to sine theta. So then you can get another term for sine theta as well. So now sine theta will be B sine beta over A. So from these two I am going to derive the equation that we want. So now because these two are equal, right? Right, so now you all can go in this way or this way. So this is basically the ratio way. So I'm just going to ignore this. So I'll be going in this way, right? So I have so now 1 and 2 are equal now. So that is C sine alpha over M is equal to B sine beta over n. Right? So now here I can get the answer I want, right? So I have a MB and then a NC here. So then this sine comes here, sine beta, sine alpha. Is that the answer they are asking here? This is the answer they are asking. Right? So this is the answer they are asking. Then then they are saying show that MB minus NC plus MB plus NC is equal to the given thing. Right? So this is done. What are they asking next? Next they are asking MB minus NC, MB plus NC. So what I am going to do is I am going to take one of the things out here. I am going to take NC out. So if I take NC out, NC can be written as MB times sine beta over sine alpha. So now when I want MB minus NC over MB plus NC, I can get MB minus MB sine beta minus sine alpha over MB plus MB sine beta sine alpha. So I can cut out the MB, then I can write 1 minus sine beta sine alpha 1 plus sine beta sine alpha. So I will get MB minus NC, MB plus NC as sine alpha sine beta. So the sine alpha part will be cut off. Sine alpha plus sine beta. Right? So now there's a small theory that you all need to remember here. That is what? That is theory sine A plus sine B. That is 2 sine A plus B over 2 cos A minus B over 2. Sine A minus sine B is 2 cos A plus B over 2 sine A minus B over 2. So if you apply this here, you will get 2 cos alpha plus beta over 2 sine alpha minus beta over 2 over 2 this will be sine alpha plus beta over 2 cos alpha minus beta over 2. So here you can cut these off and then group these now. You can group this up and you can group this up. So this is basically the cot value. This is cot alpha plus beta over 2 tan alpha minus beta. This is the answer they want. Right. So now part C. What does part C say? Part C says 2 tan inverse 1 over 3 plus tan inverse 4 over 3 equals 5 over 2. So I'm going to name this as I'm going to name tan inverse 1 over 3 as alpha and tan inverse 4 over 3 as beta. So now what this says is that 2 alpha plus beta will be 5 over 3. Clear? So this is what we need to prove. We need to prove this. We need to prove this. So what I am going to do here is I am going to manipulate this and get this. So what I am going to do is I am going to prove this. So if I prove this correct, then I can say that this is true. So that is the way I am going to do. Right? So now let's see what we can do here. I'm going to take. So what I'm going to take here is I'm going to take the tan values of these. So the left hand side, right? So the left hand side I'm going to take tan 2 alpha, right? So if I take tan 2 alpha, that is 2 tan alpha 1 minus tan squared alpha, right? So here I will get 2 into, so here now we can write this as tan alpha equals 1 over 3. Here tan beta equals 4 over 3. Right now, so if I take the tan values of this, right, I will get 2 1 over 3 1 minus 1 over 3 square. So here is going to be 2 over 3. This is going to be 9 minus 1 over 9. So then I will get, so if I put 9, if I have a common factor of 9, this will be 2 into 3. This will be 8. So then I will get 3 over 4. Right now. So I'll get tan 2 alpha as 3 over 4. So now I'm going to take the right hand side. Right hand side I'm going to take tan 5 minus 2, 5 over 2 minus 2. That is tan, this is basically cot beta. That is 1 over tan beta. So I will get 4 over 3. That is 3 over 4. Right now. So I will get, right, so now I can say that tan 2 alpha is equal to tan 5 minus 2, sorry, 5 over 2 minus beta. Okay, or I can say now 2 alpha equals tan inverse 3 over 4. Here I can say 5 over 2 minus beta is equal to tan inverse 3 over 4. If I name this 1, if I name this 2, right, I can equate this 1 and 2 and get the answer. So that is what I am going to do. So write this down. So here what I am going to do is I am going to equate 1 and 2. One equals 2, so therefore I will get 2 alpha equals 5 minus 2 over beta. So now I am going to take this back and write 5 over 2. So this is the answer. So now we came back to the original thing, right?